In the 1970s, a new kind of suburban dream was taking root in California. Families flocked to quiet neighborhoods, seeking peace and security. Streets were lined with manicured lawns. Children played outside until dusk. It was a picture of American optimism. The sun-drenched days felt endless, filled with possibility. But as the sun went down, a darkness began to creep in. A fear, at first unspoken, started to poison the tranquil nights. Something was wrong in the Golden State. A shadow was moving through the very communities built to keep danger out. This was not a specter from a horror film. It was a man, real and terrifyingly human. He moved silently through backyards. He peered into windows, watching families live their lives. He learned their routines. He learned their habits. He learned their vulnerabilities. The safety of a locked door became a cruel illusion. He was a phantom who could be anywhere and everywhere. He was a predator who hunted in the most ordinary of places. The very idea of home began to crumble under the weight of his unseen presence. It was replaced by a constant, nagging anxiety. This presence began as a whisper, a string of strange and unsettling crimes. A house would be broken into, but nothing of value seemed to be taken. Personal items were moved. Personal items were rearranged. Personal items were stolen. Single women's underwear drawers were rifled through. These were not simple burglaries. They were acts of violation. They were designed to instill a deep and personal sense of dread. The intruder wasn't just taking things. He was leaving a message. He showed his victims and the community he could enter their private spaces at will. He was demonstrating his power over them. The police were baffled. The crimes were bizarre, erratic, and lacked a clear motive. They called him the Visalia Ransacker. He was a ghost, leaving behind little more than confusion and fear. But this was only the beginning. The ransacking was a rehearsal. The petty thefts and strange intrusions were practice. The shadow was learning, evolving, and growing bolder with each successful invasion. Soon, the violation of property would no longer be enough to satisfy his dark impulses. The terror he created was about to take on a far more violent and horrifying form. The quiet terror of the ransacker soon gave way to a new and more brutal chapter. The shadow that had merely watched from the darkness now stepped into the light of the bedroom. The crimes escalated from strange burglaries to violent sexual assaults. He targeted couples in their own homes in the dead of night. His methods were calculated and cruel. He would bind the man placing dishes